you want to talk about Andor episode 4? Let's talk about Andor.
Do you remember it specifically?
I watched it a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago.
It's when Cassian joins the mission, the assault team, basically.
Right.
It's also Mon Mothma. She has the senator party, but she also meets up with Stellan Skarsgård's character.
Yeah, I feel like this is the precursor to. I mean, the show is a slow burn, right? Mm-hmm. The show is a slow burn. I'm still convinced that Disney did the Disney Plus streaming series. They have not figured out how to make a good one. I think Mandalorian is the closest to that because there have been, more than a few good episodes of The Mandalorian. Excuse me. Not true for Boba Fett. Excuse me.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, no, I just need a little drink of water here. But, Boba Fett was disappointment. Kenobi might be one of the worst things that's ever been on there. And as She-Hulk has played out, I think it's basically come to light that there is not one single solid, well done Disney Plus Marvel show. I think they're terrible. So Andor has potential, and I think something big has to happen in episode 5. Because while I like the look, I'm not bothered by the slower pace. Something needs to occur. The thing that did bother me about episode 4 was when Cassian Andor is sort of integrated with all of his fellow, members of the
rebellion.
team.
Rebels.
What's that?
Rebels, basically.
The rebels. When he's joined by the rebels, they're going to pull off this heist. They're basically stealing the payroll of a bunch of people from the other part of the galaxy to fund their efforts. How many conversations could we have about, I don't know, Andor, can we trust him? Can we trust Andor? I don't know. Do we think we can trust him? I trust him. Well, I don't really trust him. Jesus.
That's what happens when you have 12 episodes and you have to stretch a series over basically almost 12 hours.
Again, this is all set up for something interesting to happen, and it better happen in episode 5.
Yeah.
Because, I like the look of the show. I like that it's a different tone from your traditional Star Wars. I think, I like the fact that we're seeing sort of the middle management of the galaxy and sort of the blue collar workers that formed the rebellion, and the show takes itself seriously. There's no quippy jokes. There's no cute robots. The creatures aren't even cute. No lightsabers. It's just this is why it's labeled the Dark Times, right? I do like the stuff on Coruscant with Mon Mothma and Stellan Skarsgård's character, where he's basically every character in the show has some dual nature, right? Here's their public facing, who they are, and then who they really are. And Mon Mothma is kind of this person that's like redirecting funds around the galaxy towards their efforts, trying to hide money places. And Stellan Skarsgård's like, you see, he's setting up this heist. At the same time, he's, a dealer of ancient galactic antiquities at his shop, but that's just a front, right? So I like the setup, but episode 5, come on, guys. We got 12 episodes here. Something big has to happen. Something big. Some more characters have to die, I think. And there's got to be consequences for actions, right? And the other thing that's interesting, about this with the prequel, we know Mon Mothma, she's not in peril. I'm not sure how interesting that's going to be going forward because Mon Mothma will live. She has to give a speech in Return of the Jedi. Okay.
Right. But what I like about it is, she's part of the Empire at the moment. And where's that shift going to occur? And then how is she going to get her way out of it into the rebellion? I think a lot of what Andor has going for it is what the other Star Wars series haven't been able to do. You have a quality team behind it, which is something Kenobi never had. You have characters here, and I think, it's weird, but we're praising the show for what the other shows didn't do. This show is great when it comes to character development. Mon Mothma, is a fully developed character, and we're seeing her, and we're seeing growth. And this is a legacy character, so to speak. And so it's she's interesting. and they're not treating her with kid gloves or or overly deifying her. I just appreciate the fact that that no character ever feels like they're throwaway characters, like they're there just to service the plot. Yeah, there's this new guy who's going into this mission with us. We don't know him. At least they're recognizing that, and that he's nervous about going in, being found out. It's just they're doing so many right things, and I think we have a healthy skepticism. So we'll see what happens. But I think, I saw one comment say basically, so far so good. We'll see when they screw it up, basically.
Yes, it was John Manneling. Andor so far so good in my book. Yeah, I would say that. I just think it's there needs to be some there's got to be something to lead us to larger things. This has been a build up, but it's a 12 episode series. We're 4 episodes in. There needs to be a payoff. The heist, something goes wrong. Maybe they've been set up. There are betrayals.